What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the I Formation podcast here with Ben Hall and my guy Laronne McLean. Today we
What's going
are
on? What's going on?
today we're jumping into our first actual season. It's the first game. We're excited to actually talk about live football and not as much preseason. Now before we jump into this, I'll say Sunday we are going to be going live on our Twitter. We'll both have that retweeted. We'll have it on our page and everything. So we'll put that out before. But if you guys are watching this, tune in on Sunday because we'll be talking a little bit more about the actual games on Sunday. While today we're more focused on the first game, the opener, and some other stuff that's going on. But before I get started, how you doing today, Laronne?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Blessed. Want to say hey to everybody, man. Like I say all the time, man, before we start, man, please subscribe to our YouTube page, man. The Affirmation podcast. Follow us on Twitter, the iForm podcast, and on Instagram, the Affirmation podcast, man. Follow us on all platforms. Follow us on all platforms. And I promise you, man, I told you we bring you nothing but that good fire content. Today's show is gonna be nothing but a banger, man. We took a week off last week to get prepared for this week, so man, get ready for it, man. But how you been doing, Ben? How you been doing, baby?
Doing good, man. We're just been chilling. You know what I'm saying? We're working. Just so y'all know, we're working on getting people on here. Like once the season starts, we're gonna have people coming on here. We're gonna be giving y'all content, and during the season, I'll tell y'all, like for players who are playing right now, it's gonna be a little tough to get them on. Like we're trying to work around bye weeks. And we'll try to get them on those weeks. But while players are playing, it's hard to get them on during the actual week of their game. So we'll definitely have current NFL players on at the end of the season, but we're gonna be trying to get some guys on during their bye weeks and when they have some time off. And we're also gonna get some former NFL players on and even more people just to bring y'all some good content and interviews with people y'all haven't ever heard before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
so for the first quarter, we're gonna be jumping into really just some news and some actually breaking news really that has happened this week. And I know we got a lot of Ravens fans who tune in, so this will be good for them. But our first thing we're going to be talking about is Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell is signed in Baltimore to the practice squad. He won't be on the practice squad for long. He's going to learn the playbook, go over some stuff like that. But I think soon he will be the third down running back for the Ravens. He adds a lot of versatility. We know what he can do. Plays well in the passing game. It's very shifty. And I'm not going to say that the Ravens are getting Steelers Le'Veon Bell, because that, if they were getting that, I mean, that would be insane. But if Le'Veon Bell could just do some tough things for the Ravens, come into the game, make some plays, and be fine with that role, I think he could be a huge addition in Baltimore. And it'll be really interesting to see what he does coming whenever he gets bumped up from the practice squad.
It's a major blow for the Baltimore Ravens when J.K. went down in that preseason game. So and I know I just seen the mic'd up from John Harbaugh, and he felt so bad, but the players was like, "Coach, it's part of the game. It could have happened versus Vegas, man. It could have happened in week 3." So you gotta in this league right here, man, you gotta for the next man up. And then they lost another running back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, with Justin Hill, I think, for the year. So that's another guy. So they had to make adjustments. And so I think Le'Veon Bell is a great addition to that offense. And there, I think he can't be patient and hesitant in that offense. You got to hit that hole downhill, north south, just like the other backs. But I think he's going to be a good addition, just like you said, on third down in the pass game, spread them out some, go two back some. So whoever the next back up, man, got to come on with it, man. So I think that's a good sign. And it's a great thing that you get to sign vets now to the practice squad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't even have to play right off. You know what I'm saying? They can learn the system, and then you can plug them in anytime you need to. So I think it's a plus for the Ravens.
Yeah, for sure. And another big thing is week 2, the Ravens are taking on Kansas City in Baltimore, and Le'Veon Bell is actually a former Charger, or I mean a former Chief. So he doesn't, and in the offseason, like we saw some of the comments he made about Andy Reid. So I'm not saying the Ravens wanted Le'Veon Bell, but this is going to be interesting to see. I know how Harbaugh has been in the past, he's going to try to do something. He's going to try to get Le'Veon Bell involved in some way. He's going to try to get him a touchdown because Harbaugh always does that. Former teams, he always tries to get those guys, kind of a little bit revenge on their former team. And I think it'll be awesome to see Bell score a touchdown against the Chiefs, who he kind of blasted on in the offseason.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, man. When I saw the signing, man, I said, when that's going to be a good pick for them, man. A good back. I hate that JK is down, man. I hope pray for a speedy recovery for him. You know what I'm saying? Big blow to the Ravens offense, but just know, Harbaugh has a plan. Just make adjustments, baby, and get the rolling, man. But I hate JK had to go down, man, because he was ready this season. I watched him train this all season, all the videos he was putting up, and I know he was ready. But just like it said in the video, man, minor setback for a major comeback. So he'll be just fine.
So now we will be moving on from Le'Veon Bell. Latavius Murray in New Orleans.
Oh
this is big.
God. Oh my God. Hey, this the point where I might turn up a little bit on this segment, right? Because this is the point where you can understand that the team, they really do not care. You know what I'm saying? And I'll start that out with the Murray situation.
Yeah, you go first.
Just coming off his best year, and management comes to him and they want him to take a pay cut, and he says no. And the first thing they do is release the man. So, and we was talking about this. I was talking about this yesterday with a guy. And do they know the mental side of that going until the first week of the season, and this man is not on the team? They kick off tonight, the Bucs versus the Cowboys, and he's not on the team right now. A guy just coming off his best year. He thinking this the year he probably get paid. You know what I'm saying? Mid-season, somebody balling. And you release him because he don't want to take a pay. You just want to take a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? I think they got to start respecting these contracts, man, making them guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? They got to put clauses in their contract where you can't. I could go on all day. I could go on 2 quarters talking about this because that was bull. That was BS, man. I hate that for Murray. I hate that for his family. Psychologically wise, I could think about mentally wise how pissed he is, man. You know what I'm saying? Just by that situation, just he thinking that they got his back, and he just came off his best year, boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. It's crazy, man.
So you basically go and sign a guy. You tell him you're going to give him the money. You're paying him the money. And all of a sudden you're going to come to him and say, yeah, we want you to take a pay cut. No, I'm not going to take a pay cut for you because you're paying me my money. I'm doing what I'm not even the lead back in New Orleans. Like you said, his best year in New Orleans. And you're going to ask him to take a pay cut after you already paid him, after you agreed to paying him money. And then you're going to leave him out to dry because wherever he signs, it might be something like Le'Veon Bell, where he has to go on the practice squad to learn the plays, to learn the playbook. And he's not going to be playing. He hasn't been signed yet. He'll be signed. He's a great running back. He'll be signed. But like, you're doing him wrong. He has to go like I said, wherever he goes, he's got to go learn the playbook, figure out, what his role will be with that team.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of places.
Year, a lot of places already established with their offense. They've been going through training camp. So now he got to find somewhere that he can plug in and take probably the vet minimum because they're not for to pay him nothing. He just got to take like whatever now. So that's the man. It's like he in a lose-lose situation. Like he gonna have to take something if he really want to play and go ball again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then prove to the person that he gets signed with next year that he deserved what he deserved. You know what I'm saying? And like I saw a thing today, Le'Veon Bell got signed out with the Ravens, but Todd Gurley is still out. Todd Gurley is not signed with the team. You know what I'm saying? And both of them backs, they under 30. I'm like, come on. Like, two of the top backs 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying, not signed to a team. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I don't understand that. I understand that the league is turning young. They in the league is turning young. They turning young. I remember when Derek Mason said it in the locker room. He said, "Man, the league is going to turn young," and you can tell it now. Like running backs getting out the league before 30. Like, man, there's some nice backs out there, man. Some nice backs you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, wanted out there. So Todd Gurley's out. Bell just got signed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
And for Todd Gurley, I understand he hasn't been prime Todd Gurley for the past couple of years. He's dealt with some tendonitis or whatever. But people forget what Todd Gurley did the year. I'm pretty sure his first team All Pro. He was close. I mean, he was running the ball all over defenses. That Rams offense was electric because of him. Like Todd Gurley was the guy. And then the Rams, you know how it ended with him there. Like I forget. I think he went on to Twitter saying they still haven't paid me my money. Basically, it's crazy how teams do running backs. Like it's kind of like we'll get a new guy.
Yep, you got to get in where you fit in, man. Like you just gotta like J.K. Dobbins. Like he about to have a big season where he probably was going to having to year 2, you know, year 3. He probably going to thinking he about to get some money. So now he got to recover. They got to make sure he get back okay, and then you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, just being their running back is a tough position, man. That's why I'm telling my son to play defense. Tell my son to play defense, baby.
Makes it easier.
Austin, you are playing outside linebacker, man. A DN or something. I'm telling you. We're going to Von Miller that thing.
Yeah. For real, though, because the running backs, like, they just push them out. It's like the new guy. Wide receivers, they don't do that. I mean, somewhat, I guess you could say, but it's not like the running back position. Like you said, on defense, they don't do that at all. The guys are on defense till they're mid to high 30s playing. But running backs, if you don't want to take your pay cut like Latavius Murray, or if you're not, I guess, doing as great as you did the first year, kind of like Todd Gurley, we're gonna find another one. We can find a million running backs. The running back position is just
how they paid Derrick Henry in Tennessee, just how they paid his money, like with the tag and you know, paid the quarterback first. They made sure they secured the quarterback. They're just like, oh, we can plug anybody in that running back. You know what I'm saying? But that was their mindset. Like, let's get the quarterback handled first, but not the guy that didn't carry the team on our back for 2 years, but let's get the you know what I'm saying, the quarterback, is their money, is their decision at the end of the day, but Jesus.
So you're gonna pay the guy who, I mean, I think he's one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the league, Ryan Tannehill. Didn't do anything in Miami, but we're going to pay him and take our time paying Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is the reason Ryan Tannehill is Ryan Tannehill right now. Teams guess run so much. He throws that little slant, and A.J. Brown runs for 80 yards, and he just threw an 80-yard pass. Derrick Henry created that. Like, they're guessing run. Teams are all up trying to stop the run because they literally can't. And then Ryan Tannehill makes a 5-yard throw that turns into 80 yards, and now Ryan Tannehill's going to get his extension. And we love Ryan Tannehill, but okay, well, Derrick Henry set that up because Ryan Tannehill wasn't doing that his whole career. So stupid. A little frustrating. I don't get it, but like you said, that's the Titans' money. Let the Titans do what they want.
Yeah.
But now for another running back, now, if you watch this, y'all should know how high Laronne is on the Chargers this year.
Man.
Austin Eckler did not practice Wednesday due to a hamstring injury. He's entering his 5th season. He had a hamstring injury last year that cut his season 6 games short. If he is healthy, I think he is one of the best backs in the NFL with that team. I think Eckler is a tough running back. He's very underrated. He can do a lot in the passing game. And we know what Herbert can do, so Herbert will get him involved. But if they lose him, that's tough. That's real tough for the Chargers.
Yeah, man. He big in the passing game, man. A great outlet for Herbert. You know what I'm saying? His outlet, you know what I'm saying, his dump 2 guy. With him losing him, you know, somebody go ahead to step up in that position, you know what I'm saying, to step up. I know he still got his big targets outside, you know what I'm saying, with the receiver with Allen and Williams and everything. But you're going to need that check down when that pressure coming on to you, you know what I'm saying, with that O-line. The O-line going to have to stack up a little bit now. And then it's just like you, with that hamstring, you know what I'm saying, like I just go all the way to mentally wise, man. I just hope the guy just stays in the game, just understand that, you know, you're not going to be out, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, if you're out this game, hopefully just this one game, not multiple games like it was last season. So hope mentally wise, he's still strong and ready to go when it's time. But them hamstrings are tricky, man. Hamstrings are tricky for them little scat backs, man. You know how tricky it is. But I feel like I just watch the other backs that really just don't get hurt, but it really be like Alvin Kamara, like they pretty much like sort of the same type of like style back. You know what I'm saying? Just catching the ball and all that. Just I guess it's just with your training, man, and the hamstring. I know Tyreek Hill always have hamstring
Yeah.
injuries also, and I just guess because these guys are fast, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The hamstring pulls and all that. So, man, hopefully he get back stronger, man. But mentally wise, I hope he stays in it. You know what I'm saying, to get ready, man. Just know it's just one game, man. And you have 16 more to go.
Yeah. 16 this year. Forgot about that. We had an extra game. We had the extra game.
But you got 16 weeks to go, so you're gonna be okay. I promise you're gonna have some time.
You can play regular season if it was last year, 16 games, but this year we're playing 17. But the backs there, Justin Jackson, Joshua Kelly, both of those guys, when they got their reps, they played well. So it will be it will be interesting to see, kind of what they do and how they go about that. But now moving on to our last thing, we got a couple more minutes. TJ Watt in Pittsburgh.
Oh my God, yeah, man.
This
like Ben
crazy.
said, pay the man the money. Pay the man the money. Pay the man his money.
Your quarterback.
Pay the man what he wants.
Yeah, and he said, Ben Roethlisberger. Meanwhile, y'all know where I'm from and stuff. So if Pittsburgh wants to hold out on TJ Watt, do it. You know what? Matter of fact, do
cool.
it. Get him somewhere else. Get him out of Pittsburgh. But realistically, like, what are you thinking about? He wants his guaranteed money. Pay him his money. It's just like Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray's is worse though, because the Saints agreed to a contract and now they're trying to force him to take less money. No, I'm not doing that. However, in Pittsburgh, like a guy who was just arguably the defensive player of the year, you're not going to pay him. He's balled out for you. And he's really earned it. I don't really get the logic. Like, and Mike Tomlin said he's confident something's going to happen in the next few days or whatever. But if it doesn't, like, that's bad. And that's not a good look for Pittsburgh at all.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has a history with that, how they do their players when it's time to pay them. Le'Veon, Brown, gave him his stuff. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? They take care of, the general Big Ben, but, with the other guys, you got to wait it out and see. But just like Big Ben said, man, pay the guy what he wants. He's a different maker on defense. If he's not on that defense, it's going to show. If he's on that defense, if he's on the field, it's going to show. Pay the man that runs your defense. Pay the man that's been holding your defense down these last, couple of years that get to the, that should have won the NFL defensive MVP last year, but they gave it to, Donald, even though both of them dominated, both of them dominated. TJ Watt is a beast. Like you said, for Raven fans, I know the Raven fans are just like, okay, hold out, TJ. We're good. We'll see when you see. But I know a lot of Pittsburgh fans want that guy to be signed. So front office, do what you got to do. And like Ben said, pay the man what he wants.
Right. No, right. Exactly. For real. But now that is it for the first quarter. We will now jump into our trivia, and then the second quarter we'll jump into a little bit something different. We went over the past couple of weeks, but we'll be jumping into our Super Bowl predictions, and we're going to go through our playoff brackets and give that. But before we jump into that, here is the trivia question. Here's our trivia question. Before we jump into our first trivia question for the day, we will be shout out to BK31TH on Twitter. You won our trivia giveaway last week. We're going to post this to Twitter. We'll at you. We're going to send you a message, see what you want us to be personalized and everything. But shout out to you. You were on the questions quick. You answered them quick. You were all three of them right. I know a couple other people guessed the wrong thing, and you had all three right. Spot on. So you won last week's giveaway. So we will be reaching out to you soon. Now, moving on to this week's trivia question. Our first trivia question, first quarter, the end of the first quarter. In the 2008 opener in Laronne's second season, how many yards did Laronne rush for? His rookie year was a little different. Tonight's opening night, so we're going to be jumping into this question a little bit because it was his second year and this was the year where he started to get more play time. What how many yards did Laronne rush for this in the 2008 opener? So now jumping into our second quarter, we will now go over our playoff predictions. Now like we gave our standings the past few weeks, and now we're actually jumping into who we think is going to win it all. So we'll jump into who we have coming to the Super Bowl and who we have winning. So first, I have Indianapolis home versus the Browns in the wild card weekend. I'm going with Cleveland. Cleveland is, like I said, they're the social media Super Bowl champions. They got all these players, they hype them up. However, I think they're going to take down Indianapolis. This is going to be a nail biter, though. I think this will be a great game. But I do have Cleveland. You go.
Let me ask you this about Cleveland. You don't like Cleveland defense?
No, I think Jadeveon Clowney is going to be hurt early. Their defense is stacked. Their defense is stacked. But it's Cleveland.
I just checked it out. They're stacked on. They're stacked on the.
They got to have guys staying healthy though. Like the cornerbacks always get hurt, and they're great cornerbacks. They got great guys, but it just seems like every single year, like a couple weeks in, we're like, oh, now they're hurt, and they got other guys having to step up. However, if you look if you go off a name, that Cleveland defense is, and then you go to offense, like that Cleveland team is insane. Like I said, like that, if you go for name, that is one of the best teams in the NFL. However, you know better than I know, Cleveland is Cleveland. Like Cleveland, they got to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? They got to. And if they prove me wrong, I'll give it to them. But they got to prove me wrong.
We got to revisit this video. We got to revisit. We got to post it. We got to pre-post it. All right. So who you got for you? You say your wild card AFC? Who your 3 teams winning?
So I got Cleveland beating Indianapolis at home, and then at Indianapolis actually, and then I have Buffalo beating Miami at Buffalo, and the Ravens beating Tennessee in Baltimore. So that's my 3, and now your 3. First game is Ravens Chiefs with the Ravens being home.
All right. So I got the Ravens winning that one at home. Then I got Tennessee versus Cleveland.
Yep.
So then I got Tennessee winning. No. Actually, I got Cleveland winning that on the road. You know what I'm saying? Close game. I'm gonna like Cleveland late in the year. You know, then Buffalo being Indy. So we got a good matchup in that next round with the Chargers versus Ravens and
Chargers Ravens.
Yeah, then Buffalo Cleveland.
So now mine is I have Cleveland playing against Kansas City. That's gonna be like even last year when Cleveland added, like Cleveland got better. And last year, Cleveland almost took down Kansas City. Now, Patrick Mahomes got hurt, and that changed the whole game. But Cleveland was one play away from beating Kansas City. Like, literally one play away. And there were some bad calls, and, like, the officiating definitely went Kansas City's way. But I'm still going to take Kansas City in this one. I think it's a good one. It's a close game, just like the Indianapolis game. But I'm going with Kansas City just because I think Kansas City just has so much playoff experience. Mahomes has done it every year, and it would just be different to see them lose that one. And then in the Ravens-Bills game, like I'm going with the Ravens. I can't go against it. I think Ravens will win this game. In Buffalo or in Baltimore. I wish that it would be. I wish they played during the regular season. I don't believe they do. So it'll be interesting to see, like once postseason time comes, like how these teams start playing. Like we know the Ravens, sometimes it's tough for them. Like the Tennessee game in Baltimore, you know, the whole city was there. It was packed and the Ravens fell short. So if the Ravens come out and kind of play bad like they have sometimes in the past, obviously they won't win that game. But if the Ravens come out and play normal Raven football, I don't see them losing to Buffalo at home with all those fans in the stadium.
Yeah, man. I agree with you on them picks, man. So mine, you know, I got Chargers, Ravens. Man, it's not that I'm biased, you know, because I played with the Ravens, but I got Ravens, you know what I'm saying, going in there beating the Chargers just in a tough game. I just know how Harbaugh is as a coach. I just know his mindset. And then in the Cleveland-Buffalo game, I got Cleveland winning another close one. You know, it's going to be a cold game. Cleveland used to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be that AFC Championship, man. The Ravens versus the Browns, man. And what a AFC Championship that would be.
Oh my God! If that actually happened, that would be awesome. Like it would be
Yes,
so
yes,
different because like
yeah.
we've
Different, man.
never seen anything
Different.
like that. Not
Yep.
never anything like Cleveland, and it's just because the Ravens Browns rivalry is so underrated. I feel like I think like if but like AFC
Yep.
North fans know like every AFC North team hates each other except for Cincinnati. Nobody really pays them any attention because they don't really do anything. But Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Cleveland and Baltimore, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, those rivalries are like intense. Like that's serious rivalry football. AFC North football is the real deal. And
Yep.
seeing two of those teams play in the AFC Championship would just be crazy.
Man,
Crazy.
that would be it would be amazing. It'd be an amazing game, man. So man, what would be what's your AFC championship?
So I got Kansas City and Baltimore in the AFC Championship, and I'm going Baltimore. They haven't quite figured out Kansas City yet. They should have, like I said last week or 2 weeks ago, they should have had them beat Lamar's rookie year, but they didn't. Last year they kind of struggled
Yeah.
against them. It wasn't the same Ravens team we always see play. This year I think they got them figured out. It'll be in Kansas City, but I think the Ravens go on, take down Kansas City in a big win to send them to their first Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson.
All right, man. I got Ravens in Cleveland. Man, tough game. Tough game to go against. And I know a lot of fans gonna be mad at me, but I got Cleveland in the close one, man. I got Cleveland going to their first Super Bowl this year. Cleveland, after it's just that after I see that defense, you made me think about a lot of things when you said the injuries and everything. But if that defense can stay healthy for them and they could just put up some points, and I know a lot of their games gonna be close. It's gonna come down to a lot of like close games and everything, and it's gonna come out to that. But I got, what I'm saying, to cause a little confusion, I got Cleveland over the Ravens. So I got Cleveland. I got Cleveland going to what I'm saying, the Super Bowl. I want to pick the Ravens so bad because, that was my pick off top, but I'm gonna go with Cleveland in the game. I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
That's definitely different. If Cleveland makes, like you
Yeah,
said though, if they can stay healthy, they're right there. I think they definitely could.
because
But
they got
now,
the right pieces. They got some right pieces. Just like every team. Just like the
yep,
Ravens adding Justin Houston to their defense.
veterans,
That's just like,
veterans.
yeah, veterans that know how to play deep into the season and know how to play together. Him and Calais is gonna be a problem, man. But I don't need everybody getting on here saying, man, I knew they were gonna pick the Ravens, man. I'm just trying to make a little
Make it
confused.
different. Yeah,
make
get a little
it
different.
different.
So now moving into the NFC,
Okay.
we have, so for game one, for me, it will be Arizona at home versus, well, that's not game one. Game one will be the Washington football team at home versus Los Angeles Rams. I'm going with the Rams. That's the 4-5 matchup in Washington. Well, in Maryland, because they
Okay.
play in Maryland. But at Washington, I got the Rams taking down the football team. I think it'll be a good game. But
Yep.
I think Washington will get a little too happy with the regular season and kind of fall off once the playoffs come. And the Rams are another one of those teams that have a ton of guys. I just see the Rams taking down the Washington football team during the playoffs. I just don't think Washington will have it.
Okay. And in my walkout games, I had AZ, Arizona, and Dallas. I got Arizona winning that one. Then I got Seattle and the Rams, and I got just the Rams. Just the Rams. I know they lost their defense coordinator. What I'm saying, to the Chargers, but I think they're gonna go pull that one out. Their defense ferocious, man. I like it. And I'm not going against Tampa Tom, man, against nobody. Tampa Tom, is gonna come through with that one. It's hard for me to pick between that one and two between them and Green Bay, but I got Tampa over that, man, going against the Rams in that next round.
So now for me, I have the Bears at Packers. For my second playoff game, I have the Packers winning that one, and Seattle at Arizona winning that one. So that will mean Arizona plays Green Bay in the next round, and the Rams play Tampa Bay in the next round. That's two great games. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay beating the Rams. I just think, like you said, Tampa Tom, different. I
Yeah,
just don't see them taking him down.
that's crazy. We
And
got the
then,
same. We got the same game. We got the same game in
yep,
this next second round too on both ours. So yeah, I look at my mom was going to say I got Tampa beating the Rams
yep.
also.
And
I got
then
the
exactly, you can't really go against it. Just
yeah.
because, like you said, Tampa Tom. But next after that is Arizona versus Green Bay. And I have Arizona as the higher seed, but I don't see Green Bay losing. I think we see Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers in the NFC Championship for me.
Yep. Same thing for me, man. I got A-Rod and Tampa Tom in that NFC Championship, man, going at it again. You know what I'm saying? And may the best. Oh man, if that comes up again, man, it's gonna be a crazy one. Like I said, I got Cleveland in the AFC, and this one, if I had to choose, like right now between Green Bay and Tampa, I just say A-Rod finds a way this time. I think LaFleur he finds a way this time to, you know what I'm saying, beat them. They find a way, even though, you know what I'm saying, Tampa it's going to be hard to go against Tampa this year if they stay healthy. Because I know with them bringing all 22 back, they are
Everybody
trying to
back.
repeat. They are trying to repeat. So like I said, it's going to be an interesting season, man. It's so hard to even choose. We choose it at Cleveland and you know what I'm saying, Green Bay and for mine, you know what I'm saying, in the Super Bowl, and them teams might not even be there. But you know what I'm saying, it might be somebody else. It might
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
the Titans and the Rams or somebody. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? It just depends on this season, especially with the COVID stuff, and we're gonna get into that
Yeah.
in the third and fourth quarter, because that affects that game that's coming on
100%.
tonight for sure. Yes,
100%.
sir.
So now I'm going to go with Green Bay as well. I want to make it too similar, but like I just can't go against Rodgers in his last year in Green Bay. Like I can't go against it. I just can't. I
Yep.
think
Yep.
like him and Devontae Adams have a historical year. I just, like I said, I can't go against it. I think Tampa Bay falls just short, and I think Green Bay goes to Super Bowl. So I will have Green Bay and Baltimore. And now jumping into our Super Bowl, Green Bay and Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore. 100% biased. I'm going
Hey,
Baltimore.
y'all are not turning Mr. Ben Hall to another
No,
team. Just
nope.
understand that, boss.
Yeah, no,
Understand that,
never,
fans. Understand that. He's not
never.
turning.
I'm sticking. You know how hard I defend Lamar. This is the
Yeah,
Ravens'
man,
year.
I see your post the other day, man. They got to take off the like. I be having to hold back because I be like we. I be thinking I'm still
Yeah,
on the team and all that. So that's why I had to choose a different one for my
right.
pick. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got Cleveland and Green Bay. I got Green Bay being, you know what I'm saying, Tampa Time, and you know Rodgers. You know, last year, you know what I'm saying, getting that Super Bowl that. You know what I'm saying? That well deserved, because that's what lingering over his head is like, I
Yep.
get to the NFC Championship, but you know, I'm not finishing like I did, you know what I'm saying, the year that he won it. So man, it's gonna be like I said, man, it's gonna be an interesting season, you know what I'm saying, just with everybody staying healthy, this COVID-19 going on, and you know, players not being vaccinated and close to people that's, you
Yep.
know, vaccinated, unvaccinated. So that's a whole different episode with the vaccination
Yeah.
stuff, man. I tell you
Yeah.
that.
That'll be a lot to get into. But like I said, yeah, I just think the Ravens defense, the defensive line will get some pressure on Aaron Rodgers, and the Ravens DBs are just so good. So I'm going with the Ravens. Now you have the Browns versus the Packers. So now who are you going with?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna go with Green Bay. Green Bay, like I said, go with Green Bay with A-Rod getting that last Super Bowl before he get out of Green Bay, before he leave town and go to another team or retire and start hosting a Jeopardy show or something like that. So he gonna do what he got to do, man, to get that. So I got the Packers winning the whole thing.
So now, short amount of time left, but I'm gonna let Laronne jump into something that he wants to talk about.
Oh man, so interesting story, man. Up late this morning, man, and watching the story on FS1 about it's about a special about Tom Brady getting his Super Bowl 51 jersey stolen. You know, after they beat
I
Atlanta, you
remember.
know what I'm saying, in Houston, and it's so crazy as in they watching the cameras and everything. Like it was so many cameras. I didn't know that many cameras at the Super Bowl. I should have known that being a Super Bowl that big of an event. They found the guy. They tracked the guy down. But to make the story even more interesting, people don't know Tom Brady's Super Bowl 49 jersey got stolen too.
Stolen too. Yep.
Yeah, he got stolen, and that one got got put on the web, you know what I'm saying, between two guys. And a guy, you know, I did not know people take it that serious. A guy really like read the jersey down from the stains that he got, you know what I'm saying, on the grass. And he was like, yeah, that might be the real. How did he get Tom Brady's Super Bowl 49 jersey? Then they interviewed another guy at a convention in Ohio, and he was wondering, how did this guy get Von Miller's Super Bowl 50 helmet? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That would be suspicious. Like, how did you get Von Miller's helmet?
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? And you trying to sell it. And then the guy that he asked about, you know what I'm saying, the 49 jersey, he just said, man, I think this guy got the 51 jersey also. Man, this guy at that so long, man, this guy from the Mexico press had credentials and everything. He's been coming to the Super Bowls, boss, ever since like 2008. He's just been a infatuated fan and everything. Took pictures with Gronk, took pictures with Brady and everything. And like, dude really stole the jersey. He really
Gusty.
he really took the jersey, but to the point that he had Super Bowl 49, Von Miller's helmet when he won Super Bowl 50, and Tom Brady's 51 jersey. He had the 51 jersey like in his house to the point like the FBI, the feds got involved. They had to get the Mexico government involved, boss, so they can rush his house. They had to knock on his door, rush his house, and he really just gave in and gave up the jerseys. But I'm like, this guy has been going around, like he has pictures. Like if anybody catch this documentary, man, it's on FS1. It's about when Tom Brady got his jersey took. I never knew that his jersey was stolen, you know, especially from 51. And but the guy was so sincere, man. He apologized. Tom Brady didn't press any charges. And it's so crazy that Tom Brady said, man, I'm just looking forward to doing different things in different jerseys. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And then with him winning the Super Bowl last year,
In Tampa.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, with Tampa in a different jersey, man, it's crazy, man. And the goat is and the goat is up for and the goat
Yep.
is up tonight, and he's up
Yeah.
tonight.
Yep, tonight. And that's what we're jumping into next. It's good you said that, because for this third and fourth quarter, like I said at the beginning of the show, like, one, that's a great story by Laronne. Like, I knew a little bit about it, but I didn't know all that. And like he said, if y'all want to watch, check that out, because it'll definitely be good. But like I said at the beginning, like, we're gonna be jumping in. It's real football tonight. Like, it's not preseason. We're not talking about rookies. We're talking about real players. Like, we're talking about
Yes.
rookies who are playing. Like, we're not talking about undrafted guys who didn't make the team, like who we think will make the team. It's set. We know who's playing. Like, it's set to go. And we'll be jumping into that for the next quarter.
Got you, baby.
Now, jumping into our second trivia question of the day, for right before we start the third quarter, what year was Laronne named first team All-Pro in the NFL? He was an All-Pro fullback. What year was it that he was named All-Pro? Like I said, try not to cheat, but we know you guys will. But some of you guys might know this off the top of your head. So, what year was Laronne first team All-Pro in the NFL? Now, jumping into the third quarter, we will the whole third quarter, we're going to go over a preview for the Bucs Cowboys game tonight. We'll kind of jump into our thoughts and what we're expecting more in the fourth quarter. But for now, we'll kind of just discuss. Yep. Finally back. I didn't know if we ever get here, but now we're finally back, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be real exciting. But for our first kind of thing we're going to discuss, the big question a lot of people are wondering is, what Dak will we see? We know what Dak can do. We know Dak was a beast before getting hurt last year, throwing for a ton of yards. Now, a lot of people say it was garbage time, but at the same time, Dak still threw. I think he had a game where he threw for 500 plus yards before getting injured, and that's incredible for a quarterback to do. He hasn't thrown a ball in an actual game in almost a year, as he hurt the ankle last year in a gruesome injury. And then all preseason, they didn't play him. He was dealing with some shoulder soreness. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. But like I said, it'll be what Dak will we see?
Man, Dak is back. Like he said, I think he's back in full effect. You know what I'm saying? The shoulder thing, I think he probably could have played in that third game. They're probably just still resting him. You know what I'm saying? Getting him ready. the thing is going to be, man, when he first get hit on that shoulder, you know what I'm saying, get hit on that leg, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, how he treated them, because I know the other team's going to be, you know what I'm saying, not trying to hold him up, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And I know he haven't been touched. He haven't been touched. He haven't been tackled. He haven't been pressured with that heat on him, you know. So it's going to be interesting. And then with, you know what I'm saying, one of his, you know what I'm saying, best linemen with Zach Martin being out, you know what I'm saying, he's on the COVID-19 list, so he'll be out for the game, you know what I'm saying. They got to plug in. So that's going to be interesting, you know, so with the pass blocking, you know what I'm saying, the run game, you know what I'm saying, for Dallas there. You know what I'm saying, Dallas love to play action, you know what I'm saying, the run game helps them. So it's going to be interesting with Martin being out.
Yep. For sure. And that, yeah, like you said, like that offense, we know that offense can put up ton of points, can score a lot, but on the other side of the ball, the defense, like in the past, the Cowboys defense has just like lacked. Like they just haven't been as good. And they went out, added Keanu Neal, who they're transferring over to linebacker, played safety, was really good despite some injuries. So hopefully he can stay healthy. Micah Parsons was their big pick. He's a guy who they're projecting to have an immediate impact on the defense. You just need those guys to stay healthy, and a guy like Jalen Smith from Notre Dame, when they drafted him, was supposed to be a big name guy, and now he's moved into a backup role, I was reading. So what are they going to do with these new guys defensively? We know their corners, Trevon Diggs. They drafted a few guys to really help the defense as a whole. So it'll be interesting. But like I said, stopping Tom Brady is very tough. With a bunch of new guys, it'll be really interesting to see how those guys kind of fill into that pretty new defense.
With like you said the key name, you know what I mean? Said Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? Tom Brady versus that defense, young guys, you know what I'm saying? He probably, you know what I'm saying, ready for the night, ready for everything. I know they're going to probably throw something new at him that he's haven't seen,
Yep.
but that's something he probably gonna catch on to. Like I said, those young guys going to get GOAT, you know what I'm saying, with all, you know what I'm saying, with his whole offensive back. So I know he's very comfortable, you know what I'm saying, with them anxious just to go against them. The Cowboys defense, man, with them, Tom Brady, like he said, man, he couldn't change all that number change stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Dallas just changed, a few of their players just changed their numbers before the game. So that's going to
Yeah.
be hard to identify, you know what I'm saying, who on defense, who a DB, who linebacker, you know what I'm saying, and stuff and all that. So advantage to the defense. But Tom Brady probably figure it out.
So now for our third thing, jumping into it, like you kind of just touched on it. How will Tom Brady and that offense look? At this age, like I don't even think we can use it against Tom Brady. He just won a Super Bowl at 43 or 44. Like it's crazy. Like people are gonna try to use that, and people are gonna try to talk about the age, but he's gonna be a beast on the field no matter how old he is. If he wins a Super Bowl this year, he won't say it, but I think this could be his last year. I just think, could he play 3 more years and make the playoffs and have a Super Bowl run? Yes, but like I don't know. Like I don't know how long he's going to keep going. Like we said, at the age, like can he keep taking these hits? But I think the offense will look great. They brought everybody back, which we'll jump into a little bit more with the defense as well, because like you said, they brought 22 guys back, and they also added Giovanni Bernard, who isn't like a star, but as a third down back, I think Gio Bernard could be very good there. And Brady will,
Yeah.
we know how Brady throws to everybody. So Brady will get Bernard involved. And it'll just be interesting to see how this offense looks against a, like I said, relatively new Cowboys defense.
Man, it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be interesting, you know what I'm saying, when they step on that field, especially just with the run game. I want to see if Dallas gonna stop the run. You know what I'm saying? You know they got two backs down there in
Yep.
Tampa that's gonna come at you, and they got a good, you know what I'm saying, guys up front that's gonna block. You know what I'm saying? That puts up the you know what I'm saying, the play action. Tampa Bay third receiver is Antonio Brown, who could be a starter on you know what I'm saying, anybody's
Anywhere.
team. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So it's good, man. They got Goodwin back, you know what I'm saying, with
Yep.
Evans, you know. So it's gonna be crazy. I know they're gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, show people that, you know what I'm saying, they're back and everything, and look for it. People gotta understand this is the first game, but Brady has been playing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to see, you know what I'm saying, how he looks tonight, you know what I'm saying, this year. And just like you said, I agree with you, boss. He win that Super Bowl this year, man. I think his wife go tell him, man, sit down, sir.
Right. It's over. You
Sit
got
down.
it.
Man, and winning 7 out of 10 Super Bowls, and you're really supposed to have 9. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, just in like a few calls away from having 9. Like
Right.
the man has like he has 7 now. Like that's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's wild, man. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's
And like last year, like early on, it was looking like I didn't think anything of them winning Super Bowl. Early on, I thought for sure I was like, Brady,
yeah.
they're not gonna win it. And then the playoffs came and it was vintage. Like we saw the Tom Brady we've seen in the past with the Patriots. But like when he went to Tampa, I thought for sure they would have a very good team. You know, we know that Tampa isn't or before he was there wasn't the team who makes the playoffs every year and beats people, but they had the
Yeah.
pieces to be that with a good quarterback. Jameis wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. This isn't a knock to Jameis. It's just Tom Brady is the GOAT. Like
Yeah.
adding a guy like Tom Brady just makes everything different for you.
Man, bro, that championship energy down there told them this the way that we need to do things, this the
Yep.
way that we need to practice, this the way, these the guys that, you know what I'm saying, I need to plug in. And then just with the close games that he lost, it was a real football season for Tom Brady. You know, everybody think he went down there and, you know what I'm saying, it was just a breeze, man. They
Yep.
won that Super Bowl on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They had to go on the road, some tough environments. I know it was, imagine if the fans was in there. I think it would
100%.
have been, you know what I'm saying? I think that helped a lot, you know what I'm saying, with it not being packed like that on the road. But, you know what I'm saying, still on the road, you know what I'm saying, in tough environment, especially just like winning on the road against a good team like Green Bay last year. You know, so you get the privilege of opening up tonight, you know what I'm saying, against a, you know what I'm saying, tough Cowboys team. If people saying on Hard Knocks, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, no, I have nothing against Jerry Jones, you know what I'm saying, because he's a brilliant mind for, you know what I'm saying, the Dallas Cowboys. But I feel like he had so much input
Oh
on that
my
roster,
gosh.
bro. And I'm like, man, just like I don't think he let his employees be employees.
Never.
I don't think he let his coaches be coaches because he just try to that man is he's such a like an alpha. He just I have to do this. I like he
Yep.
gotta have his hands on it. You know what I'm
And he
saying?
wants all
Like
the attention.
yeah, man, and like they I saw on you know saying a few guys said earlier that I heard on TV that you know most owners don't even you know they get a you know what I'm saying opinion a little bit. Most of them sit back, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying. They hire these guys for a reason, you know what I'm saying, to make sure my team is you know what I'm saying winning. But with him, he hiring these guys and he making the decisions.
Yeah. And he's right in their face telling them what he wants. Like he's the owner, but at the same time, like just let them be. And like when you watching Hard Knocks, like every time I saw him, I feel like he was in the director's ears. Like you had to get this on video with me in it. Like he always wants to be the center of attention. Like it has to be about him. It just like bothers me. I don't know. Like every single time I
Yeah.
saw him go in there, I'm like, I know for a fact he went to him and said, please get this on video, make sure I'm in it, make sure I'm talking and stuff. It just bothers me. I don't like it.
Yeah, I caught that. I could tell you, I see what you're talking about. I caught that vibe also. But
Yeah.
Jared's world, you know. So when I
Yes.
seen the one video, I said I know he told him to scan through that because I don't think too many people. I know I ain't know it looked like that. The
Nope.
facility, then the high school played games there, and that was the locker room. I'm like,
Yep.
man, that's crazy.
Yep.
Like it was just the atmosphere, man. You'll love to play, you know what I'm saying, in Dallas, man. So you'll love to play in Dallas. So, you know, that team that he picked, the 53-man roster, man, I hope them 40, I don't know how many guys that they dressed. And I knew it used to be 46, but hope them 46 guys ready tonight, you know what I'm saying, to play because Tom is ready, man. I don't know, this is what, year 37?
Shit.
What is it?
So
Yeah.
something like that. It'll never stop. It'll never stop. But now, before we wrap up the third quarter and move into the fourth, our last thing is how will the Buccaneers defense look? You brought everybody back, like we said, and now you're adding
Yeah.
the Washington D lineman Joe Tryon. They got guys Devin White, Shaq Barrett from Baltimore. Shout out to Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul. Those guys, like it just they have so many name guys on that defense, and it wasn't like they lost everybody. They brought everybody back. We
Yep.
know what they can do. They all play hard football, and just like that defense was so good last year, and it's not getting any worse. I don't know, like that Dallas offense is so exciting, but this matchup is such an exciting one just for the fact that you're putting up a very, very big time offense if everybody stays healthy against a big time defense who Brady played great in the postseason, don't get me wrong, but that defense had a huge impact on that Super Bowl run. So like I said, it'll just be interesting to see how this defense lines up against the Cowboys and their big offense.
The thing with defenses in the NFL, man, you want to have chemistry, and you want to have guys that's on the same page, and you want to have guys that, you know what I'm saying, that know each other's sickness, know each other. With them having 11 starters coming back, and with the coach of Todd Bowles, you know what I'm saying, and everything that they're about, I'm excited to see this game tonight, to see how they're amped to, you know what I'm saying, go against. They said they got three great receivers, you know what I'm saying, over there, with a great running game with Elliott, you know what I'm saying, with Dak being back. So like with the NFL open up with this matchup, I'm surprised. I'm excited, you know what I'm saying, not surprised, but excited to, you know what I'm saying, see this game. Like last year, I got a stat. Last year, you know what I'm saying, they were second in the NFL. They pressured 214 times. Ty Bowles did. You know what I'm saying? With Dak being back, did his first game, haven't been hit in a while. Man, they're going to come up with, I know, like different schemes and matchup. You know what I'm saying? Ty Bowles, you know what I'm saying, favorite thing to do, you know what I'm saying, to get matchups to win. It's the first game of the season. You never know, you know what I'm saying, what's going to come out. So I know Dak going to have to be on his feet tonight. Hope he's not happy feet, you know what I'm saying, with the first game being back. But I know Ty Bowles, you know what I'm saying, he's going to come with that D. And, you know what I'm saying, the schemes and, you know what I'm saying, the ET stunts, the TE stunts, the linebacker blitzes with, you know what I'm saying, I never seen seen a coach, you know what I'm saying, like he did in the Super Bowl game. He did a double corner blitz, but ran zone behind it. Ran zone behind it. You know, that was just something so different. I wouldn't think a coach could do, but he flexed it. He trusted his players. He trusted his players and did his thing. So that's the thing that Tampa's going to have over a lot of teams. Like, these guys been together are going on 2 years now, and like they know each other, and anybody
they
that's
just won a Super Bowl.
Anybody that's coming to the equation, you just got to fit in. You got to fit in and get in with that groove. So, like I said, man, kickoff, you know what I'm saying, kickoff Thursday, man, it's going to be, are you ready for some football?
100%. And wrapping us up, like we said earlier, the Cowboys' top offensive lineman being out with COVID, like, against this defense, that is not what you want. Like, this is not what you want.
Not at all, man. It's like, I think it's going to hurt the running game. I think it's going to hurt the running game a lot for them, and the passing game also, just with the, you know what I'm saying, the chemistry that they had through training camp. You know what I'm saying, you got to plug in a guy that's got a block. You know what I'm saying, Sue.
100%. Who's a vet who knows the way, like,
who knows the way with another guy on the other side, man, with another guy on his side with two track guys behind him. You know what I'm saying, with the solid secondary. You know what I'm saying. So, man, it's going to be a great game, man. If Dallas come out and surprise, you know what I'm saying, everybody surprise us. You know what I'm saying. We give our predictions in the fourth quarter. But if he come out, you know what I'm saying, do what he do, you know what I'm saying, that's salute to him and salute to that organization.
Yeah, for sure. And now that is it for the third quarter. We'll be giving a little bit more insight in the fourth quarter about it, and then we'll jump into our predictions, kind of what we think will happen. Baby. Yes, sir. Now we're jumping into fourth. Jumping to this last trivia question, and then we will be wrapping up our last quarter and going into our predictions. Jumping into our third and final trivia question for this episode. How many years did Laronne make the Pro Bowl? Like I said earlier, try not to cheat, but it is what it is. But the question is, how many years did Laronne make the Pro Bowl? He was named multiple times and also had an All-Pro, first-team All-Pro year, like I stated in the last trivia question. So like I said, final trivia question, how many years did Laronne, or was he named to the Pro Bowl roster? Now, jumping into our fourth and final quarter, we are giving our predictions.
Strong.
Yes, sir.
Let's finish strong.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
we got the game plan, baby. We got the game plan.
Yep.
We're about to win the game. We're about to win the game, baby.
Yes, sir. So now the prediction, this one was tough just because I didn't really think like a lot of games I think for this weekend. I mean, actually week one's kind of tough, but I think a lot of games are much easier than this one just because we really don't know what we're going to see out of the Cowboys. Like I don't really know what we're going to see out of the Cowboys, but for my prediction, just to give my prediction of what I think will happen, I'll probably be terribly wrong, but I'm going with the Buccaneers to win 44-25. Like I said, the Cowboys will put up points. I'm worried that Cowboys defense is just going to lack, and I don't think that they have exactly what it takes to stop Tom Brady. Like I said, there's a lot of young guys. If you guys watch Hard Knocks, you saw Micah Parsons working out with DeMarcus Ware, and DeMarcus Ware telling him, like, look, Tom Brady's going to get inside your head. He's going to call your number out just to mess with you. And I think Brady is his football IQ is at 1,000,000. Like he knows more than everybody. So I think he's going to go out there. I think he's going to pick apart this defense. While I think the Cowboys, I think it's going to be like one of those late blowouts where early on it's close and people are worried, and then that third and fourth quarter come, Brady starts connecting, it starts looking good, and like I said, 44-25 with the Buccaneers coming out on top.
Man, I was thinking the same thing, man. With it being the first game, everybody's so anxious being on national TV. You know what I'm saying? The Super Bowl champs. You know what I'm saying? Playing tonight. You know what I'm saying? Dallas back. Everybody ready to see Dak. You know what I'm saying? Dak ready to see Dak.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In action. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody gonna be anxious. It's gonna start off kind of slow, but you know what I'm saying? With that Todd Bowles defense, man, and with you know what I'm saying, Zach Martin, they're all pro guard, man. That's a big blow to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
With them leaving with their run game, with their pass game, with their chemistry up front, you know what I'm saying, with their O line, and just Dak being, you know what I'm saying, his security blanket also. You know what I'm saying? Them guys, you know what I'm saying, protecting him. And like I said, with Todd Bowles with that defense, you know what I'm saying, and them coming all back, them adding that young guy, you know what I'm saying, from Washington.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be a, you know what I'm saying, crazy, interesting night, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the night, I got Tom, you know what I'm saying, Tampa Tom. I got them winning 31, you know what I'm saying, to 17. Like you said, Dallas gonna score some points with their offense, you know what I'm saying, and you gotta see what, you know what I'm saying, Todd Bowles gonna do, you know what I'm saying, with those three receivers, you know what I'm saying. But it's just how that first and second, how that first quarter go. You'll understand, you know what I'm saying, pretty much how that game gonna go, you know what I'm saying. But I hate Zach Martin is out. I hate he's out, you know what I'm saying, because that's gonna affect the run game a lot.
Kill it.
You know what I'm saying? Zeke in his best shape, you know what I'm saying. I know he's looking forward to, you know, coming out there showcasing his talent, you know what I'm saying, seeing him on Hard Knocks. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
But man, you know, we always go back, you know what I'm saying, Tampa Tom, and they have all their starters back, you know what I'm saying. I know Bruce and, you know what I'm saying, and Dante ready, you know what I'm saying, whip up them plays, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, offense. And I know they more comfortable full off season, everybody been together, you know what I'm saying. Tom played on a torn meniscus last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's healthy this year. You know what I'm saying?
And that was kind of kept under the blanket. Not many people know about that.
Yes, man. Like people, like, I understand, like, at quarterback, like he out there, like any tweaking, anything that could have been, you know what I'm saying, worse. And that
100%.
man was out there, you know what I'm saying, playing. So man, like I said, the NFL did a great job, you know what I'm saying, with the scheduling, you know what I'm saying, kicking off this game. They probably like they just knew Dak was gonna be back with the big contract, you know what I'm saying, on the road, you know what I'm saying, against Tampa Tom, you know what I'm saying. So if the upset happened tonight, man, it's gonna be a great talk, you know what I'm saying, great talk for us come Sunday. When we go live, man, you know what I'm saying, before NFL Sunday kickoff.
Yeah, for sure. And before we wrap it up, we'll jump into the live stream after we finish talking about the game, but and kind of tell you guys more about that. But like you kind of said, Ezekiel Elliott, like last year he struggled, and I'm just like, I want to see him just shut everybody up so bad, because it's like just so many people kind of hating him. Dak got hurt, and Zeke just kind of fell off, like he fumbled, and those fumbles he was having were confidence. Like you could tell he didn't have the Zeke swagger, the Zeke confidence that he's had before. And that kills a player. And Zeke, watching the Hard Knocks at least, looks like he is just ready to prove people wrong. And I want to see Zeke do good so bad. I like Zeke a lot. And like you said, like seeing Martin go out, COVID kills it because it's going to be tough for Zeke, and there's really nothing he can do. If that line's getting blown back, literally nothing he can do. However, I still think Zeke's going to have a monstrous year. I think he's going to prove the haters wrong. I think he's going to really go back to old Zeke starting this year with Dak playing with him.
Man, like Dak said, this quote from Dak said, I plan on coming out fast, faster than I did last year. So, he's anxious to come out there. I know
right.
The smiles on him and Zeke's face, you know what I'm saying? Doing Hard Knocks, them guys are excited. I don't think that was an act. I think them guys are really excited to come out and showcase. They're playing for, like they see, playing for America's team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're going to be the quarterback for America's team for a while. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know Zeke want to be part of that too. So this is his opportunity pretty much this year, and it starts tonight, you know what I'm saying, versus, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So man, and then like I had a thought, you know what I'm saying, like I said, and like most people, like you were saying about Zeke, and most players, and I'm not trying to say this because I got a podcast now, but most players that used to play, they get on TV and they just say, oh, he got the money, and that's when his play went down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just say, oh, the money changed and the money did this, the money did that. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing, man. It's just about your hunger for the game. It's about opportunity. It's about having the right blows. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen in that NFL. You know what I'm saying? Look at JK. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Going down for, you know what I'm saying, the Ravens. That was a blow in. Harbaugh was just, he was hurt by that. You know what I'm saying? Then that's the, that's just the, you know what I'm saying, the stuff, the ins out of the game. And just like his players said, it happens. You know what I'm saying? So tonight, man, everybody's healthy though, baby. Everybody's healthy. They're down there getting that tape ready. Everybody's I know tonight, man. I know just the preparations, just getting ready for this game and kickoff. I know the reigning Super Bowl champs are ready, man, and I know Dallas is going to be ready also.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. And now moving on from the game to our final part. So this Sunday, I kind of stated it earlier, we will be going live on our Twitter. We'll both have it retweeted on our personal pages, but we will be going live on our Twitter and kind of discussing every single game. We'll talk a little bit about Thursday tonight. We'll talk a little bit about the matchup and the game, how that turned out and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be mostly focused on Sunday's games because we didn't do any of it today just because we're set on doing it on Sunday. We'll be streaming on our Twitter. iForm podcast, you find it. You got to check it out.
Man. Follow us, man. Follow us. iForm podcast on Twitter. iForm podcast on you know what I'm saying, on Twitter. We're going to be on there going live, you know what I'm saying, every Sunday. This is going to be our first Sunday going live, man, going over the game, man. We're going live just like, you know what I'm saying, getting up just like it's game day, you know what I'm saying, like it's game day. ESPN NFL Live, but it's the iForm podcast. We're going to be going live from whatever location where we at, talking about, this kickoff Sunday, you know what I'm saying, also talking about this big matchup, like you said, this big matchup tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, follow us, look out for it. We'll be retweeting it. It'll be out. We'll let you guys know the time on our social media. We're not 100% sure yet, but like I said, we'll be letting y'all know. Appreciate you guys watching. And now that is it for this episode. Tune back in next week. But like I said, we really appreciate it.
Man, thank you so much, man. Thank you, everybody tuning in, man. So, remember, man, subscribe to our YouTube page, man. Follow us on all platforms, the Affirmation Podcast, man. Ben, again, baby, thank you, baby. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Man. We wrap through this thing, man. Hey, looking forward to the night, man. We got to we'll be texting back and forth, man. See the time. We'll get this thing done tonight, man. Appreciate you, 100%. Baby. iForm, baby.
Yes, sir.